Dear viewers, welcome to our channel. Today we're having an honest conversation about what actually makes a man go crazy for you. We all know how important it is for a woman to capture a man's attention, but it turns out that many of us don't even realize that simple and seemingly imperceptible things can make a man lose his head. So if you've ever wondered what you need to do for a man to truly feel deep attachment and passion for you, stay with us. In this video, we'll reveal secrets that 99% of women don't know, but which can radically change your relationships with men. You'll be surprised how small details can turn everything upside down. Don't worry. These aren't some complex psychological tricks or manipulations. On the contrary, these are natural ways that come from your confidence and sincerity. If you're ready to learn what can become that magical element that will make a man fall in love with you again and again, stay with us until the end of this video. When we talk about what makes a man go crazy for you, the first thing to think about is confidence. And no, I don't mean invulnerable, cold confidence that seems deliberate or even artificial. We're talking about inner confidence, a deep sense that you're a valuable woman, worthy of love and respect, who doesn't depend on external confirmation of your worth. This isn't just playing at confidence. It's rather an awareness that you deserve respect and love, regardless of external factors. When you become confident in yourself, you begin to radiate a certain aura that attracts men. And this confidence isn't about being flawless or perfect. It's about being honest with yourself and the world, accepting your weaknesses and peculiarities, and not trying to be someone you're not. This means you're not afraid to show your true essence and allow yourself to be vulnerable and open, but at the same time, strong and independent. But how does confidence affect relationships? Why are men so attracted to women who show self-confidence? Men respect women who value themselves. When a woman is confident in herself, she doesn't seek constant confirmation of her worth from others, including men. She doesn't need words of admiration, doesn't look in a man's eyes for confirmation of her attractiveness. She knows she's good as she is, and her value doesn't depend on others' assessments. Men perceive this as something magnetic. This doesn't mean they don't want to give compliments or attention, but it also means they see in the woman an independent person who doesn't need them to feel complete. How does this confidence manifest in daily life? It's not only in how you behave on dates or in relationships. It's in how you talk about your goals and dreams, how you make decisions, how you behave in society. Confidence is the ability to respect your feelings and needs, not hiding them, but not imposing them on other people either. It's the ability to say no when something doesn't suit you, while remaining polite and friendly. When a woman is confident in herself, she's not afraid to be herself, and this evokes in men a feeling of admiration and respect. They begin to see in her not just a woman to spend an evening with, but a partner with whom they can build healthy, balanced relationships. A confident woman doesn't sacrifice herself for relationships. She, on the contrary, attracts a man with her inner world, her independence and life energy. However, it's important to understand that confidence doesn't appear overnight. It's a long process that requires a woman to work on herself, her beliefs and perception of herself. So what's needed to develop confidence? Accept yourself as you are. This is the first and most important step. You need to learn to love yourself, your peculiarities, your flaws and virtues. This doesn't mean you should stop developing or improving, but it's important to accept yourself as you are at this moment. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Often women, striving to be confident, try to hide their emotions and feelings. They're afraid to seem weak or insecure, but in reality, true confidence manifests not in being invincible and flawless, but in accepting your vulnerability as part of yourself and using it as strength. Set goals and move toward them. A confident woman knows what she wants from life and works on it. She sets goals and makes efforts to achieve them. Men will always respect a woman who is goal-oriented and knows what she needs for happiness. They see in her not just a partner, but a person who can go through life with confidence and dignity. Don't wait for approval from others. Often women seek approval from men because they feel they must be constantly confirmed in their worth. But to become truly confident, you need to stop seeking confirmation of your value externally. When you're self-sufficient, you stop needing anyone's approval. Learn to let go. Confidence also includes the ability to let go of negative relationships or situations. If you encounter people or situations that negatively affect your self-esteem, learn to forgive and let go. This allows you to move forward and not waste energy on what isn't worth your attention. For a man to go crazy for you, you must not only attract him externally, but be confident that you're worth much more than you think. Men don't love women who constantly doubt themselves and seek external confirmation of their worth. They value those who know what they want, who can support themselves, who accept themselves with love and respect. Self-sufficiency and confidence are the qualities that make a woman not only attractive, but a true partner for a man, with whom he can build long-term relationships. When you're confident in yourself, men begin to value you, not only for appearance, but for what you'll bring to the relationship. Harmony, confidence, support. Remember, confidence begins with you. When you start to value and respect yourself, you automatically begin to radiate that energy that attracts men and makes them go crazy for you. Confidence not only increases your attractiveness, but helps you create healthy, harmonious relationships where you and your partner are equal and support each other. One of the most powerful factors that makes a man lose his head over you is intrigue. But this isn't just deception or manipulation. We're talking about remaining mysterious, not revealing all your cards at once, and giving a man space to discover you himself. When a man feels there's something more before him than just appearance, he becomes interested and even obsessed with the desire to know more. Mysterious women always attract men's attention because they make them think and strive to solve the puzzle. Why does intrigue work? Men by nature are hunters. They love the feeling of achievement and strive to win a woman. When you're too frank and open, a man feels that everything is already revealed and that he knows everything about you. This can kill interest. But when you leave part of yourself hidden, when he feels he needs to learn something more, his mind starts working and he begins to think about you. Analyze your words and actions. How to maintain intrigue. The first thing to understand is that you don't have to hide something significant or important. Intrigue isn't about lying or manipulating. It's rather the art of leaving some moments unclear so a man can solve them himself. Don't reveal everything at once. When you're just starting to date, don't immediately reveal your whole life. Share interesting facts, but leave room for questions and surprises. For example, if he asks about your past relationships, don't answer the question too detailed. Give a short answer and continue the conversation on another topic. This will make him interested and ask more questions. He'll strive to know more about you, and the more he tries to understand, the more attached he'll become to you. Don't show your vulnerability too early. It's important to share your feelings and experiences, but you shouldn't open up completely right away. Men, like women, want to be near someone who looks strong, confident, and emotionally stable. When a woman opens her weaknesses too quickly, a man may start feeling obligated to save her. But a mysterious woman who's not afraid to be herself, but doesn't reveal all her cards, evokes in a man interest and desire to support her, but not save her. Keep emotions under control. Mysterious women, as a rule, don't demonstrate their emotions at every step. They know how to control their feelings, And don't allow every man to see their deepest experiences. This doesn't mean they're emotionless. Yes, on the contrary, their emotions are alive and real, but they show them only at the right moment. This creates an atmosphere of mystery and allows a man to focus on discovering new aspects of your personality. Don't be available 24/7. Mysterious women aren't always available for communication and meetings. They're busy with their own affairs. They have their own interests and friends. Men value when a woman isn't fixated on them and doesn't demand attention every time they ask for it. When you're a bit unavailable, it gives him time to miss you and think about you. Mysterious women don't demand constant attention. They enjoy their lives, strive for their goals, and aren't afraid to show they can be happy without a man being with them every moment. This evokes respect and admiration in men. They begin to understand that you don't depend on them, but choose them, which evokes in them a desire to do everything, to earn your attention and affection. But why is it so important to maintain this mystery? Because intrigue makes a man constantly seek and find new ways to interact with you. When he tries to solve you, it evokes in him an internal need to be near you, to know you more, and not let go. How does this work in practice? When you meet a man, don't show him your life and personality like a book with open pages. Let him draw conclusions himself. Let him see for himself what features of your personality attract him. For example, if he asks about your hobbies, don't reveal all cards at once. Tell him what you like, but leave some room for imagination. For example, if you love traveling, you don't need to immediately tell about all countries you've visited. Tell about a few places and explain why you like them, and leave him interested so he can learn more in the future. Or if you decide to meet with him, make it so this meeting is special. You don't need to be available for every call or message. Let a man understand that your time is valuable and he must earn your attention. This increases his interest in you and makes him try. In the end, mystery isn't manipulation. It's rather the ability to preserve your inner world and personal space without revealing it immediately. When a man sees there's something more in you that he can discover and explore, he begins to value you much more. This maintains interest and intensifies his emotions, turning ordinary relationships into something deeper and more meaningful. Emotional independence is one of the most attractive traits of a woman that makes a man lose his head over her. At first glance, it may seem that all relationships should be built on complete emotional dependence between partners. But in reality, it's precisely those women who don't rely exclusively on a man for emotional support who evoke deep admiration. This doesn't mean a woman should be emotionless or cold, but it's important that she be able to control her emotions and maintain internal stability without needing constant confirmation of her worth from outside. When a woman is emotionally independent, she stops seeking her value and confirmation of herself only in a man's eyes. She understands that her happiness doesn't depend on how attentively her partner treats her. Such a woman knows she's a whole person. Her internal well-being doesn't require external dependence. Men perceive this as a very attractive quality because it demonstrates her strength and confidence. She's capable of taking care of herself, making decisions independently, and not seeking constant emotional support. This relieves her partner from the feeling of responsibility for her happiness. Men don't like when a woman hangs on them emotionally, because this can create excessive pressure on the relationship. When a woman constantly demands attention, looks in her partner for a source of happiness, and expects him to solve all her problems, a man feels he's carrying a big burden. This can lead to overload in the relationship. This can make him want to distance himself, because at an unconscious level he begins to feel that he's not capable of satisfying all her expectations and needs. While an emotionally independent woman, on the contrary, evokes respect and admiration because she doesn't put on her partner tasks of providing her emotional state. She understands her happiness doesn't depend on external factors, but on herself, and this allows relationships to develop harmoniously. A woman who practices emotional independence knows how to cope with life's difficulties without resorting to constant emotional support. She can calmly experience both good and bad moments, not allowing her feelings to completely capture her. She doesn't rely on a man to heal her emotional wounds. She understands that solving her problems is her responsibility, and she won't shift it onto her partner. Such a woman maintains balance in relationships, which is important for long-term and healthy connections. To become emotionally independent, a woman needs to learn to value herself and her uniqueness. She must understand that her value doesn't depend on how a man perceives her, but on how she evaluates herself. This gives her internal strength, and she doesn't feel the need to seek confirmation of her value from others. When a woman is confident in herself and her uniqueness, she becomes much more attractive to men because they see in her a person, not an object for emotional dependence. It's also important to understand that emotional independence doesn't mean rejecting love or ignoring the need for relationships. On the contrary, a woman who knows how to care for herself and keep her emotions under control evokes in a man not only admiration but also respect. She knows she can be happy not only in relationships but also outside them. When a man sees that she leads a rich and interesting life that doesn't revolve only around him, this evokes in him interest and desire to be part of her world. Emotional independence requires from a woman not only self-respect, but also the ability to set healthy boundaries. She must understand that her life, her dreams, and her inner world are just as important as relationships with a man. This allows her to be with him as equals and not depend on his reaction to every word and action. When a woman knows she's a complete person, she'll approach relationships with much greater maturity and wisdom. Women who demonstrate emotional independence don't become careless or indifferent. On the contrary, they simply find harmony in themselves and their lives. Men, seeing such harmony, begin to understand that they can be part of her life, but not her only source of happiness. This gives them confidence that they can be near, support her, but won't constantly have to save her from emotional storms. Such a woman becomes not only a partner, but also a source of strength for a man. When a woman finds balance between emotional independence and sincere feelings, she becomes incredibly attractive to a man. She doesn't depend on his support, but values it. And this creates a healthy atmosphere in relationships, where both partners can be happy independently of each other, but also together. This allows relationships to flourish and develop in the long term. When we talk about what makes a man go crazy for a woman, one of the strongest factors is a woman's ability to be confident in her sexual energy and attractiveness. This has nothing to do with physical attractiveness, although appearance certainly plays a role. It's important to understand that men like when a woman feels confident in her sexuality, when she accepts her body, her femininity, and knows how to transmit this energy. A woman who knows how to express her sexuality and isn't afraid to be sensual becomes irresistible to a man. Why is this so important? Women who possess confidence in their sexual energy have much more power over male attention. This isn't connected with deliberate or vulgar behavior. It's connected with natural and confident manifestation of femininity. Men feel this confidence and become more interested in the woman. It's important to remember that attractiveness isn't limited to appearance. It penetrates every movement, every look, every gesture. When a woman is confident in her sexuality, she radiates this energy. And men perceive it as something mysterious, enticing, that makes them drawn to her. A woman's sexual confidence is also connected to her internal state. A woman who isn't ashamed of her body and isn't afraid to openly express her desires not only becomes attractive but also evokes admiration in men. She demonstrates strength and confidence, which becomes a source of inspiration and desire in her partner. Men adore when a woman can be playful, when she's not afraid to flirt and show her sensuality. This creates a special atmosphere that makes relationships bright, filled with emotions and passion. Women who are confident in their sexual energy are also inclined to be more open in relationships, not hiding their desires and needs. They know how to express their feelings and desires, which makes them attractive to their partner. This not only strengthens intimate relationships, but also builds a strong emotional connection, because a man feels that the woman is open, sincere, and ready to be vulnerable in this aspect. Moreover, confidence in one's sexuality helps a woman show softness and sensuality in the most unexpected situations. This isn't always connected with physical intimacy. It can be in the manner of conversation, in how she moves, how she laughs or looks. Men begin to perceive the woman as a mystery that constantly excites their interest. This magic, emanating from her confidence in her sexual energy, helps maintain a high level of attractiveness for a long time. However, it's important to remember that a woman's sexual confidence shouldn't be intrusive or aggressive. It's rather about being at peace with yourself, with your nature, and allowing your femininity to manifest in every movement, word, and action. Men admire women who possess internal harmony and know how to convey their sexuality without excessive demonstration. How can a woman develop this confidence? First, it's important to learn to love and respect your body. This isn't just about changing appearance. It's about attitude toward yourself, about feeling comfortable in your body, being proud of your natural beauty. A woman who takes care of herself, who cares about her health and appearance, becomes more confident and begins to feel that she's worthy of love and respect, regardless of others' opinions. It's also important to understand that sexual confidence isn't limited to appearance. It begins with an internal sense of your value and attractiveness. When a woman is confident in herself, she radiates this light and attracts attention. This manifests not only in her appearance, but also in her actions, in her conversations, and in how she communicates with men. When a woman feels her power, she begins to radiate it in every situation, and this makes her incredibly attractive. Moreover, confidence in one's sexuality is the ability to be yourself and not try to please others. A woman who is confident in her desires and openly talks about them becomes more honest and genuine in relationships. This creates depth and mutual respect between partners, and also allows avoiding misunderstanding and falseness. Ultimately, confidence in your sexual energy isn't only about being attractive to men. It's about being confident in your internal strength, being genuine and showing your true essence, not hiding from the world. When a woman begins to feel her sexual power, she not only becomes more attractive to men, but also begins to value and respect herself, which opens new horizons for her in life and relationships. As we've seen in this video, the key to making a man go crazy for you lies in a combination of qualities and behaviors that include confidence, sincerity, and self-respect. When you develop emotional independence, confidently express your sexuality, and openly declare your desires, you create an attraction that goes beyond external attractiveness. Remember, true power comes from within. If you learn to value yourself and create healthy balance in relationships, you can achieve what you want honestly and deeply. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below about what you think. I'm very interested to know your opinion. and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. Let's continue sharing wisdom and advice to improve our lives and relationships. Until the next video,